Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of GameBiz Heroes. Today I'm excited to introduce you to one of the heroes behind the Devcom. He plays a key role in bringing together the brightest minds and companies at one of the game's premier industry events. Please welcome Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm the PR and partnerships person of Devcom, Europe's biggest game developer conference.
And could you share your journey into the gaming industry? How it started?
My journey, yeah, definitely. I think first little steps into the games industry were back when I was managing an esports team in Dota 2, actually. I wanted to be a player, but I just was not good enough. So I figured, yeah, let's help the team in other ways. And I did all the scheduling and organizing. And that's how I found out, oh, this is actually fun, not just the games industry, but also organizing things. And after that, I decided to go to university and do a degree in production and management, specialized for the games industry. That was about 16, 17 years ago, I think. And then I moved to Munich and started as a junior producer at a company. But my way as working in development and producing directly with games ended about 4 years after, because then I switched to be more of an event community person as I took over the lead for Games Bavaria, which is a local network in the southern part of Germany and helping the games industry. And yeah, there I stayed for a couple of years. But this is basically what it took me to go into the games industry.
And what's the most unexpected story or thing that you have uncovered about the games industry?
Oh man, there are so many, especially with the events. And I had one or two in mind, but basically both of them are under NDA, which doesn't help you and the podcast. I totally realize that. But the most unexpected story, I would say a nice story to share. Just 2 years ago, I had two speakers at Devcom, and one is doing sound design, the other is doing art and creature design. And they both working on creating creatures and animals. And I went to them and introduced them to each other and said, hey, you're both working on creatures, but the one of you is doing all the sound stuff, the other one is doing all the art and designing. You should meet and you should talk, and maybe something comes out of it. And the year after, I created a session with both disciplines inside of it, and it also staged on Devcom, and it was so successful. So many people wanted to join. There were rows before. That was amazing. And since then, I always try to see if there are more crossovers that I could help people to connect with, because this gives even more insights on the process of creating something.
And what's maybe one myth about gaming events or conferences that you wish you could debunk forever? Maybe that
One
it's
myth.
easy to organize. I believe it's a very hard process.
One myth. There's a myth I'm regularly talking about when it comes to communication, also especially with partners of ours, which is just doing a little bit of promotion or sharing something information based about your event. This is not helping with selling tickets. It's more branding. It's still important to have your word out and to be visible, but just having a newsletter insert or having a Facebook ad or something, that is not making someone buy a very expensive ticket. The decision-making process of someone attending an event is happening at a different point of time, and it's very individually. I mean, not everyone has an own budget. Not everyone is a freelancer or a biz dev and already has everything planned for the next month. A lot of is happening in, do I have my product or prototype ready? Or how is the process in my company? Do we have budget, or is the manager deciding on it? Can the team decide on which event we are attending? This is very heavily individually. So it's more important to make sure that when this decision is made, someone thinks about your event and then says, oh yeah, I should go there. That would be a good idea.
And how do you keep then the Devcom's brand fresh and relevant in a such crowded event space?
I think what we take care of is to be consistent and visible throughout the year. It's not just, oh, there's Devcom once a year and then it's gone. Something is happening all the time. We are also taking care of other events. We are having our leadership summit. We are also, not many people know that, we are also taking care of the German Computer Game Award for a game. And we have several other formats. We did and do podcasts. We have Twitch formats on a regular basis, which ranges from chit chat in the morning up to very specific VIP talks and fireside chats once a month. And this keeps us in the loop with not just attendees, but also our community. So it's not just, oh, once a year they're popping up and then they're gone again. It's more like you have to be there, not just once, but all the time. You have to be reachable. You have to be visible also from us, from a team point of view. And don't understand me wrong or don't get it wrong. An event our size, this is a full year effort. We are even starting to plan for DDC 2026 already now, because we have to plan ahead to make preparations to get everything aligned.
Of course, of course. And for the listeners, how to get access to your Twitch community then?
Twitch
If we
community,
can.
super easy. You're just joining us on Twitch/Devcom Global, and you can see when we're going live. Now, right before Devcom, it gets a little bit more tricky, but we're still maintaining 1 or 2 shows at least live. And then after Devcom again, we're ramping up our Twitch videos. And also, if you just want to check out some of the sessions, you don't just find us on Twitch, you find us on other platforms as well. We also have a lot of our highlight sessions just free available on YouTube. So you can look for Devcom on YouTube, you will find our channel, and you can just have access to free sessions there.
Amazing. And subscribe to newsletter. I
Yeah,
know
of
this
course, of course. Newsletter, Instagram, LinkedIn.
All social platforms that we have, all social media, just write Devcom and you'll find all the information. Amazing. And please, could you tell me when maybe a small partnership turned into something unexpectedly big for Devcom or Devcom community?
I would say there are 2 good examples for that. One was one of the bigger service providers. Everyone knows Xsolla, for example, and we engaged with them very early, but especially during our digital time, during COVID and the quarantine time, we had our conferences digitally. We also did a lot more even on Twitch, live shows, video on demand stuff. We had up to 5 or 6 formats each week. And during that time, we teamed up also with Xsolla for some of the formats, and that helped really well in visibility and making this happen. Also to keep sustainable during COVID. And another thing I would say is not a specific one partnership, but more something like we are keeping up a lot of partnerships with associations and organizations. And last year we started to create the Devcom Scholarship Program, where we are helping attendees of underrepresented communities or from underrepresented regions to gain access to Devcom and Gamescom. And we started that from zero, and I just announced it with our partners. And even in the first year, we already gathered more than 20 international partners helping us with that and bringing these people to Cologne or giving them access online.
What's about this year? Is this initiative growing? How is everything is going with this?
Actually, it's sustainable, and I'm so happy that that I'm able to continue it. We're quite good right now with the stats in terms of how many partners we have. We have a bit more than last year, and also with the scholars, where we're aiming for around 100, a little bit more scholars on site, and about the same number online. And after last year, it was a really great success. The feedback from the partners and especially the scholars were amazing. There were people who never have been to a conference this big before. Some of them never even left the country before for an industry event and attending Germany for the first time. So a lot of experiences, a lot of memories we could create here. And I just love it, really. And we're doing it again this year. But partnerships are already set. And right now we are in the onboarding process for the scholars and doing the programming for online sessions before the event and also on-site sessions where the scholars can gather during the event.
Yeah, that's very good. But I have one thing in mind. When you attending Devcom and Gamescom and it's
Yeah.
your first international event, all other conferences in Europe will be small. So this is a tricky part, right? Because I remember like it's I participated in Devcom and Gamescom several times, and all other conferences for me right now more cozy, smaller, calm. You can't compare it with this experience. So I can't imagine if Gamescom and Devcom would be my first experience because I would be terrified. I would be terrified just to think that all events are like this. I was like, no, I will not go anywhere right now because you need 2 weeks then just to organize all the stuff that you gathered, all people that you met, what you need to do, who you need to write, with whom you have calls. Like it's crazy. So I wish them luck. It's amazing if you're going to Gamescom and Devcom,
It
but
is crazy. You're so
it's a
right.
crazy experience. Yeah.
And it's also the same for me. I mean, I attend a lot of events, and when you're used to DevCom, Gamescom,
Yeah.
and other events this size, even if there are not many, then most of the other events are feeling cozy and pretty relaxed. This is nice. This is
Yes.
sweet. We can do that.
Yeah.
But that feeling you described, being for the first time at an event this size, I mean, DevCom is having more than 5,000 unique attendees. And with Gamescom, with more than 300,000 attendees, this is
Yeah.
even on another level. That's why we have these online sessions before
Of course.
the events are happening, so we can already explain what to expect. We can also already help the scholars to find a community or a group, so they're not traveling alone. And also on site, with the conference starting on Monday and Tuesday, we have a special gathering just for the scholars on the Sunday before, where they can meet up. They can also check out how to go to the location
Yeah.
and find their group and
And not to
peers.
be lost.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
directly, so they're not alone and it's not getting too overwhelming. And we're with them. So if anything's happening, they can just come to us, and we are taking care also of safer spaces on site. If someone is feeling overwhelmed, they have direct contacts. We have a silent room where you can just sit, relax a little bit, get calm. Just need a little bit time for you. We will provide that to make it as comfortable as possible,
Just
not
want to
just
say
for the
thank you.
scholars.
No, just want to say thank you. That's amazing. And all conferences should also keep in mind this because, yeah, that's very important. And I have now an idea and the question what I want to ask you is that what's maybe behind the scenes challenges do most people never see when you're organizing these huge events? Maybe
Well,
we just talked about it because you just
yeah,
described the process that you need to onboard, you need to take care of someone of some different task, and you also
not
need
just
to
this. An event this
prepare.
size,
Yeah.
an event this size is a full year commitment. It's not
Mm-hmm.
just that, oh, this is an event you can start like 2 months before. No, 2 months
No.
before, most of
Yeah.
the things already have been done, have been planned. And with an event this size, and also for most events, but especially when you reach a certain size, you need more time
Mm-hmm.
upfront to plan everything. Also plan the logistics, make the reservations, not just about your communication, also about the whole programming. Our head of programs working on the program for the whole year and being in constant connection with companies and speakers and organizations to get everything going, and up to just weeks before there all still adjustments to be made, so we
Mm-hmm.
have a really good experience for everyone who is on site. I think a lot of people underestimate what it means to create events this size, and also what the costs are. Because I know
Yeah.
we are quite expensive when it comes to ticket prices, and this is also due that this is one of the most expensive weeks in Cologne during the event, and also in combination with Gamescom. So you need to create also enough value. But it's not that just ticket prices are that size because we want to make a lot of profit and money. I mean, I would love to make a lot of profit and money, and we're doing okay, and this is fine. But I'm not driving a Ferrari outside. We are
Yeah.
also doing that for the community, for the speakers, for the attendees, and this is what we need to make everything in a really good quality and keep that level of quality we would like to deliver to all the attendees.
And if you had a magic wand to solve one challenge in gaming industry, what would come first in your mind?
Honestly, it doesn't matter if you just get rid of one challenge because they are quite a lot.
Yeah.
But if I could just wish for something on a personal level, I think it would be to reduce the economical and political impact on games itself, because I see
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see even more value projects and value in terms of culture and innovation, so that more people who enjoy doing games can do that without constant fear of losing their jobs or not
Mm-hmm.
reaching a certain KPI, because gaming is a culture thing for me as well. And I would love to play even more and see even more awesome projects.
And looking to the future, what innovation or trends do you believe will redefine industry events?
Hmm. Let me look into my magic glass ball, crystal ball. Oh, it's hazy. I'm not sure if there's this one thing that will redefine everything. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of years ago, especially during COVID, it was like, yeah, everything is hybrid. So hybrid is this thing. By the way,
New trend.
we are still hybrid. Devcom is
Yeah.
still doing all the sessions live. You can watch everything live, and after that VOD, which is important. So this is not even a trend. A lot of people would say AI, but yeah, what AI? How is AI helping here? Suggesting new contacts, suggesting what session you should look. Not sure. Events are a thing of making memories and having a good experience, and also personal connections. We have
Mm-hmm.
seen that the first year we were able to host DevCom in a physical again. We expected a slow start because we said, oh, after COVID, maybe people want to stay digital. They don't see the need to meet personal again, or still are not sure if attending physical is good again. But we had even more
Yeah.
attendees than before Corona.
Yeah,
We talked.
just wanted to say maybe I think everyone had that in mind, but in reality, everyone was so tired of sitting and just looking at the laptop. So yeah, I
It's
could
not a
imagine.
trend, but the personal connections are
Yeah,
why a main reason why you're going to a conference, because then the next conference you can say, oh, do you remember then when we have met this and did that?
exactly.
This is what you're going there for. So it's not even a trend, but I have seen with other major events and conferences, they're adding up on personal experience, stuff
Mm-hmm.
that we are doing for quite a while, offering our own parties, our own gatherings, special events, and tours, for example, for our speakers and VIPs, just to give that good experience, to give the opportunity to them to make great memories and find the right people and make personal connection, because this is also the best communication and PR. Because if people go
Yes.
around and are an advocate for you as an event, their peers will join. They will listen to each other. And this is true not just right now, this is true forever. Word of mouth is good.
Let's keep it a trend. Personal connections. More important than AI or hybrid modes. This is the most important thing that we have and we will have. Let's think about it like this. I hope. Amazing, Robin. So now I have a couple of fun questions for you.
Okay.
So
Are they fun?
since
Are
we
they
will
fun?
see. I hope we'll see. So first ones, you mentioned that you started from Dota 2, but what is your favorite game of all time?
I should expected this. Um, can I have three? Because they are all on the first
Okay,
level?
for
Okay,
sure.
but it's not, it's a nice one, because I have to say it's the first Prince of Persia. And this is
Mm-hmm.
because it's the first memory that
Mm,
that I have playing a video game with my dad. So,
amazing.
yeah, it's Prince of Persia. Besides, after that, or just on the same level as Dota 2, because I spent so much time there. It was it was the time where I decided I would like to work in the games industry.
Yeah.
This is a huge thing for me. And adding another one just for the fun, Elite Dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
because Elite Dangerous gave me a lot of good experiences and memories just traveling through space and flying a spaceship. Yes, I'm easy when it comes to that, but flying a spaceship is amazing.
Okay, and what is your guilty pleasure outside of working? Outside of
Uh,
work, yeah.
I I cook to
Wow.
on ungodly times, like in the middle of the night when I just cannot sleep or I have cravings. No, there's not just that. pack of cheese I'm eating, I have to go to the kitchen and I do like a full course meal just for me and enjoying it.
Wow.
And ramen eggs. And ramen eggs. This
Oh,
is what I
interesting.
really enjoy.
Interesting. And what's maybe one surprising fact about yourself that your colleagues might not know?
I'm probably quite often quite open with those things. I'm not sure how could I surprise them? Maybe new colleagues, or what most colleagues didn't expect me before I told them, is that I'm a volunteer fighter.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is surprising fact for
it's a
sure.
system in Germany. So I'm living in a small village, and most of the villages have their own fire station, and people are working there are volunteer firefighters, and I'm one of them. So even
Wow.
now, any minute, if there's something happening, my pager and my mobile phone will begin to ring, and I would just stand up and go.
And you
Hopefully, it's not
have the
happening right now.
and you have the uniform at home ready all the time
It's not at
and
home. It's always in the station. So I would just rush
Mm,
there and get ready, and then heading out for the emergency or whatever is happening.
wow. And you needed to have a training before, I believe, right?
Yes. Yes, I did
Amazing.
that as a teenager, but then I stopped for
Hmm.
I don't know reasons. And then during Corona, or right after Corona, when I moved back to the smaller village, I decided that I would like to do that because I would like to have more connection with the local community, but also I would like to give something back and do something good. And being a firefighter is also something completely different when it comes to the stuff you're doing from
Yeah.
my actual work. So it's also a hobby and a distraction. And yeah, this is good. I really enjoy that. And I got the first big course. After that, you can call yourself a real firefighter. I finished that end of last year. Very proud.
Wow. Of course, be proud. You're doing amazing job. Yes, yes. Keep doing it. You're helping people a lot at Devcom and also outside of Devcom. That's amazing, Robin. Wow.
Thank you.
I am proud of you also. So now, please tell me, maybe what's your favorite place where you have traveled?
Japan.
Japan. Okay, that is the top one answer that I have on the podcast. I think every second or third person is telling me Japan.
The question was, what's my favorite place, right?
Yeah, to travel
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't
that's it.
matter if
That's it.
work or private, Japan is the thing. I also went there for honeymoon for a full
Oh,
month. I have been there a couple of other times as well, and I really, really enjoy the culture and the country. Not just Tokyo, but also the other parts.
and what is your favorite conference then? Very easy question, right?
Come on. Come on. It
Who
is it is
knows?
it is Devcom and Gamescom in combination. But
Hmm.
it always has been. It's not just, oh, now of course Robin is working for Devcom, he has to say it. No, it was even before that. I attended Devcom and Gamescom regularly, like every year. It was a given, and I really, really enjoy it. And I also really enjoy the size of it. It makes you humble. During Devcom, and before that, I had the best connections throughout the year. I made most of my connections there and then followed up on other events. I had everything in one place. I could prepare way better for Gamescom, just attending before. I also take my time to watch sessions. These
Hmm.
days, not so much anymore, because if you are involved in the conference yourself, you have less time to
Of
just sit
course.
there and watch a session, but I still try to get a couple of ones in my schedule. And then Gamescom itself, not just the business days. I'm a bit crazy what that is. And I just say it because other people from the industry say I'm crazy, because I'm attending Saturday and Sunday as well,
Oh,
even if I don't have to.
you're the first person I'm hearing it because everyone is just saying no. We will go on Wednesday and we will not go there another
Why?
days.
Wednesday and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, these are the business day, and I'm there for
Yeah.
doing business and maybe checking out the halls a little bit and having meetings. But on Saturday, I'm just there and watch. Because all the people we're working for, this is the people who are consuming the games, and
Yeah.
we rely on them. These people are there. I don't go to the booths and stand in a queue and wait to play something. I'm just walking around and watch how the gamers react,
Mm.
what they like,
Observe. Yeah.
how they feel, what they're talking about. And I also really enjoy going to the booths of friends who still have to work and maybe nudge them a little bit and make jokes of them.
And saying that I am resting right now and you are still working.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So I have the last question that I have is what is the next conference where we can see you? But of course we will say Devcom and Gamescom. But maybe we can change this question and I will ask you what are your plans and where we can see you this year after the Devcom and Gamescom. Maybe
I'm
you
planning
will
to go
go.
to Thailand for Gamescom Asia. I would love to go there. I haven't been
Interesting.
in Thailand before, and it's also kind of a given. I mean, it's a sister event of ours, and
Yeah.
I love to get involved also with my colleagues from overseas. So yeah, Thailand is on my list. And then later that year, I'm probably going to Berlin for a smaller event and also to Cologne. In December, there's always another award, the German Developer Award, not the same as the Computer Game Award, but very awesome. It feels like the Christmas party of the German industry. So I also really enjoy and looking forward to be there in December.
Wow, amazing. So, Robin, thank you so much for your time. We will see you very, very soon at the Devcom and Gamescom. I
Are you
wish
joining
you,
us? You will be there, right?
I will tell you more. I will be a speaker at the Devcom. Yeah,
Tell us about
because
your session.
so my session actually will be with my four other ladies, and we all will be representing the Women in Games organization. So we will talk about the very important stuff. The session will be on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, Tuesday after lunchtime. And yes, everyone is welcome. It will be me, Maria, Hint, Simai, and Mafalda.
Oh, so looking forward to that. I try to make
Yeah.
this one of the sessions I try to attend on Tuesday, but we are going to see each other even on Sunday, right? We are in the evening for the reception.
We will try, yes, of course. If not, then on Monday. But I'm still thinking about my travel plans with my moving plans, and but of
You
course,
have to
yes, I
come.
will.
You really have to
Yes,
come. The Sunday event on
I
Devcom is so amazing.
I
Really, you
saw the
don't want to miss it.
invitation looks very tempting and attractive, so I'm still considering it. Of course. Thank you so much, Robin. Anyways, I wish you easy preparation. The event is almost here, so I believe everything is ready. I wish that all speakers will come, no one will reschedule, no one will be sick, so everyone will stay as it is right now because you have a very, very impressive speakers lineup and also a lot of parties that you will host and the other companies that will host around your events. And I
Yeah,
hope it will
I
be,
hope the same.
and I hope it will be less than 30 degrees in Cologne this year because
Oh
it's
yeah, that would
very
be
hot
wonderful. And
when
not
it's so
rain.
hot.
We don't want to have rain there, but it
Yes,
would be great if it's not like super burning. And
yes,
for your hopes that nothing changes, this is not going to happen. But we are experienced, we know how to deal with it, and everything
you're
is
ready
going
for
to be
it.
fine and awesome. And it's not too late to join. I mean, we still have how many
Of
days
course.
are it? How many days? I think
Don't tell
three,
it.
4
Don't
days.
tell it.
Oh,
It's a secret, but we will remind everyone about the events when the episode is live. It will be live very soon. Yes, wish to see all the listeners who will see our talk at the DevCom personally.
and don't be shy. Say hi if you see me on site. I'm happy to at least wave while I'm running somewhere.
Same
Looking
here.
forward to see you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Robin, and see you at the DevCom.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
That's a wrap for today's episode of GameBiz Heroes. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts, and pass it along to fellow industry enthusiasts. More inspiring stories and insights are on the way. See you at the DevCom.